Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on YouTube. Also, follow us on the Instagram page at Vibin With Veto. And follow me on my personal page. Just call me Veto. Y'all know the slogan, we vibrating higher. And I got my guy in the building.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Searcy, CEO of Crown World Entertainment, CEO of CWE Distro.
Man, I appreciate you for coming to vibe with me, man. It's an honor, bro. I know you got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you taking time out your busy day to come rock with me. So let's take it back before we even start. Before we talk about your journey and stuff like that, you're on Vibing with Veto. So explain to the people your vibe.
My vibe is real laid back, cool. Love to get money, love to be happy, and love peace.
Facts. That's a dope vibe. That's a dope vibe, bro. I got a question that I always ask, like, people on my life path and just like people that I meet. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
I mean, I'm a huge dreamer regardless. So just like, sometimes my dream's so big it seems crazy, but like that's how I made it in life.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts. So you have this burning desire to win, and that stemmed from like basketball back in the day and stuff like that.
Yep.
How did you pivot from basketball to the music? Like, what made you? What was that spark, and what made you want to say, hey, you know what? Let me take what I know from here and go right over here to this lane.
Well, it definitely wasn't intentional to get into music. Like, I never had a passion to be in music for real. My love is basketball. That's my first love. So, but I had two torn Achilles and a torn meniscus, so I had to pivot. But I was in college in Texas playing basketball, and one of my teammates was like, I know you're from Atlanta. I know you know people, and I got some people from my hometown that need some help. He ended up calling a couple of people on the phone. One of them ended up being Rico Love. That was my first client, and that's how I started the music business.
That's dope. That's dope. So Rico Love, were y'all friends before this? Or, okay, so
No.
Okay.
Rico was a freshman at Florida A&M, and I was playing basketball out at Texas College, and one of his friends was on my basketball team.
Okay.
And introduced us. So I flew down to Atlanta. Rico came to Atlanta, and we met, and we picked it off from there.
It's
a crazy story because, I didn't know the music business. I just knew people. So me and Rico started working probably 8 months into me and him working together. He was like, yo, everything going good with us. I got somebody at my school that needs some help. She real pretty. She miss FAMU. She can sing. You should come down to meet and manage her. I go down to meet her, and it ended up being K. Michelle. So I started managing her.
Okay, cool. Damn. So with management, right? Crown World Management, you know what I'm so it's you guys been doing this for almost 20 plus years.
2001.
Okay, cool. Yep. So how important is the word representation, and who are some of the artists that you represented, like, with your company?
Representation is important. You just got to make sure you have the right representation.
Facts.
That's the key.
Facts.
But some of the artists is Rico Love, K. Michelle, Jacob Latimore, songwriter, TC, they call him Tyon Christian.
Okay.
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley?
Yes.
Bro, that's crazy. Okay.
Yep. And the list goes on and on, man.
Damn, man. So, like, okay.
Alex Laprie, she has the show on Power.
Okay.
Justin Martin, it's a lot of clients.
Okay. So, I know anytime you indulge in a new venture and stuff like that, there's a fear of failing, right? How did you embrace that, that new journey? Like, how did you embrace it?
Well, I'm not afraid to fail. So, I'm a huge risk taker. Remember, I played basketball all my life. So it's almost like you can't be scared to miss a shot. And then if you do miss, I'm going to keep shooting. So that's my mentality in life.
Facts.
So I'm definitely not afraid to fail.
Yeah, absolutely. So new venture, management and stuff like that. Did you have like a lot of shortcomings or like through your path? I know 20 plus years of success. I know you had some bumps in the road and stuff like that.
A lot of bumps, way more bumps than success. But the beauty of it is I learned from all of it.
Facts.
That's the beauty of it. I learned from it. So, remember again, when I started the business, I didn't know the business. So we were just like on the fly, just trying to send whatever worked.
Right.
And we always, like with every client, like we didn't do the norm. We just tried different things. Like when I first signed Jacob Latimore, you know, the music thing wasn't going right for us, so we tried different things, and that's why he's a huge TV star now, because
It's crazy.
we tried different things. We didn't just sit back and wait for the record label to do things for us and figure out when this record gonna come out. We tried different things, and it worked, and it paid off.
Hey man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibin With Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. That's dope, man. Like pivoting, like again, I'm an artist too as well, so I make, of course, like
dope artist.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Artist.
Thank you. Man, hey, thank you for real talk. So you know, but I also found a love for this, and the crazy part is like through, you know, just through life situations, right? I got into a bad car accident last year, right? I was at work. Car came through a 4-way stop, flipped on top of mine, whatever. Yeah, I was out of work for a little bit, and we throw our own events. So we have something called the Veto Show, where we bring all artists, you know, from around the city that's making noise. We put them on one stage. We have a headliner, and then I headline the show too as well. So we had a show with Cap G. The month after my accident and stuff, and I was afraid to drive, dog. Like, so it was like, yeah, bro. After that, I was kind of shaking up. So I was talking to Nico. I was like, man, how we gonna make this show pop? And the thing is, we were like, man, we about to just start interviewing all the artists that's on the show. Then it's like, bro, from that situation, look at where we at now. You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing you. You know what I mean? Just different powerhouses in the music industry.
Now you're doing a great job. I've been checking you out. I saw the interview with Ray. That was super dope. So,
thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all, because like you guys are pioneers of something that I'm going into as well. So getting game from y'all is like, it helps me a lot. So having conversations, y'all don't know how much learning I do and game I get from y'all. So I appreciate y'all and stuff like that.
That's the goal. You always got to give back, and you know what I'm saying? Hope make sure that people that come under you don't make the same mistakes you make.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends in the world, a guy named Ty Bass, and he owns the company and manages Brent Fayez. So he tell people, like, one of the things that helped him make it is he watched everything, that all the mistakes that I made, and he made sure he didn't make them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that's big. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he watched all the good things that I did and kept that, and saw all the mistakes that I made and made sure he didn't make those same mistakes. And you see now, Brent Fayez is one of the biggest independent artists in the world.
Facts. What I got a question for you, bro. Like, what has the game taught you thus far? Like the biggest thing that the game has taught you thus far?
You just got to be passionate about whatever you do. Like, without passion, it ain't gonna work. You got to be passionate. Like, if you wasn't excited about doing these podcasts every day, the fans would be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my biggest thing. Is like, even when I look at artists, if I don't see the passion there, I'm not excited. I can't be more excited than you are about your career. So it's all about passion.
Facts. So you kind of went into another lane too, like with the distro, and then like catalog. It was like a business catalog. Am I saying that correct?
Catalog acquisitions.
Okay. How did you get into that? And like for the people that don't know what that entails, can you explain that?
So catalog acquisition is pretty much like, just look at it like the artist who has big radio hits, whether it's an artist, writer, producer that has big radio hits now, currently, and in the past.
Okay.
They're selling their rights. You can sell the publishing share, your writer share, your sound exchange, masters. You know what I'm saying? You can bundle it all together. You can sell a piece of it. So, you know, that's like some that a lot of clients are doing now, because they need liquid to do other things and venture off into other things. Like some may want to get into real estate, some want to open restaurants, so you need liquid.
Okay.
So some people sell their catalogs to do that. A lot of people got a misconception that you only sell your catalog when you broke, but that's not true. You may have some other things that you want to do and need liquid. So,
Facts.
You know, but I got into that probably like 8 years ago. I was partnered with a guy named Jerry McGeffin. Him and I was partnered. Me, Jerry McGeffin, and Larry Rudolph was partnered with Jacob Latimore.
Okay.
And I noticed they was doing it. They was doing it with bigger clients like the Lionel Richies and Smokey Robinson.
Right.
And they taught me the game. I learned it, and I took it from there.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yes. So I've been doing this since like 7-8 years.
Facts. So I know you said something. A lot of artists are doing this now. Like, do you feel okay? So, is that the way that the music industry is going now? You want to just build your catalog up so you can kind of like sell it to like, you know, different companies? Or do you feel like that's where the music is headed?
I mean, every label is still surviving based off of back catalog. It's not because of the new stuff they put out. That helps, but they're surviving because of the back catalog, right?
Right.
Think about companies like Sony. that has Michael Jackson catalog, that has Beyonce catalog. You get what I'm saying? So like that's how they're surviving off of the back catalog.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah, dang, that's crazy. Cause I know one person that sold. I think T.I. or somebody was talking about that with Shannon Sharp. He was talking about would he sell his catalog, and he said no. So I was like, man, I don't know. You know, I never knew why people were selling their catalog, but you kind of explained that.
I look at it like this. A lot of people don't want to sell it because we was always taught growing up to keep your masters. But the thing of it is, when you think about it, the earnings don't go up every year; it go down. Okay. So if you sell it, you're getting a multiple based on what it's earning right now. Okay. So it really makes sense to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And you know, like a lot of people have different reasons why they won't sell it. But if you really think about it, it makes sense because if you're still active, you can sell that and start a whole new catalog.
Facts. Yeah. So and you also have the distribution company, CWE. I was at yesterday. I was at the United Masters event, and Steve Stout was there, and he was saying like the way that the industry is going now. He advises artists to sign with distribution companies that have label, I guess like label services. Yep. So can you explain what CWE is? And
CWE is kind of like a hybrid, right? So you got companies like TuneCore and DistroKid, right? More so just do the subscription-based models, right? And then you have companies like Empire and United Masters that offer label services. We're like a hybrid. We do both. We do the subscription model, and then we also do label services for the marquee artists.
For sure.
So it's like we're like a hybrid.
Okay. So being signed to a distribution company, for the people that don't know, what are the splits and different things like that for the artist and for the company itself?
Well, the splits vary with every distro company. With ours, our base is like a 85-15 split. Okay. But it varies based on money that we put into, like far as advances in marketing advances in marketing spend. Right. So then those splits change then.
So if an artist came to like a distribution company like CWE and they had their own back end too as well, let's say they come to you and say, hey, Searcy, I got $30,000 and I need some label assistance too as well. How would you guys pivot to make that work for both parties in a sense?
Right. So what we do is, you know, if a client already have a marketing plan together, if we help execute their marketing plan. Facts. If they don't have one, we help them build out their marketing plan and help them roll it out and execute it.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope as hell. Cause I feel like nowadays it's a lot of artists are sparking from like, you know, singles and stuff like that. It's a singles driven game. It's a content based game now too as well. So I feel like a company owning that artist when they can just go to like a distribution company too as well and kind of work partner like hand in hand with them. I feel like that's the best route to go to as well.
Absolutely. And the beauty of distribution is at the end of the day, no client want to be signed and got to wait for somebody to tell them when they can put their music out or get shelved. When you sign to a distribution company, you can put the music out whenever you get ready to. You're your own boss. You own your masters.
Facts. So Jacob Latimore, you said he's on Power. You said
no. Jacob is on a TV show called The Shop.
The Shop. My bad. I'm sorry. Shop.
I had Alex was on
Power. Okay. Cool. How was that? Like, did he have the conversation with you saying that he wanted to pivot and do other things too as well, or you guys kind of made that decision? Like,
we made that decision. Jacob, well, he definitely said he wanted to be an actor, but he was a superstar at the age of 7. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, like remember my story I told you 8 months after I signed Rico, he wanted me to help him with a female artist that went to his school, which was K. Michelle. A year later, he was just like, I'm from Milwaukee, like we need to start throwing parties. So we got with the radio station and we did a party, our first party, and he was like, yo, I got this 7-year-old kid, bro. I'm telling you, he gonna be the next Usher, Chris Brown.
Damn, 7-year-old.
Yeah, he's like, he gonna be the next Usher, next Chris Brown. I was like, okay, cool, let's check him out. He brought him on stage and he started dancing, and it was Jacob.
That's crazy.
And I ended up starting working with him.
That's crazy. Yeah. He was in House Party. He was in a House Party movie and shit.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Like I always see artists like that, and I admire artists like that too as well, because like the world is so big, and like talent doesn't just mean you be one dimensional. If you can do this, if you can be an artist, you can potentially be an actor.
Absolutely.
If you can be an artist, you can do podcasting.
100%.
Different stuff like that. So I salute Jacob for that too as well. How was that being that he was in House Party and stuff like that? Did you guys meet like the people that was the cast from before?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
That's dope. Do they like basically like did they come up with that whole theme for the new House Party thing, or was it
the producers did?
Yeah. Okay.
The producers did.
That's dope. That's dope. So let me ask you a question. question. Are you when I say because I have this slogan, I say purpose over popularity, right? When I say purpose over popularity, how can you put that in your own words?
I mean, for me, everything I do is about purpose. It ain't about, I don't care about, like, again, I don't really do podcasts. I don't do the speaking engagements and all that. All I care about is making sure my clients are happy and win.
Facts.
Like, when people talk to me and they ask me, like, what's some of the bigger things that happen in your career, for me is every artist that I've ever worked with and are successful and millionaires.
Facts.
Like, literally. And all of the people that work for my company have moved on and have high positions at other companies. So that's what I'm excited about. That's what makes me happy.
Dope. So with Atlanta music right now, like the music scene in Atlanta, how do you feel about like the scene in Atlanta, these new artists that's coming out and stuff like that? What do you feel about like the realm of music right now?
Honestly, I love all music, like the old school music, new school music. I just love good music.
Facts.
At the end of the day, I'm not stuck in the box where it got to be this. Like,
right.
Like I like the new stuff.
Right.
I love it, actually.
Yeah, facts. I feel like right now with Atlanta, I remember like back in the day where Atlanta was like the place where everybody would just go and come and dance and all of the genres that came through and like all of the waves that came through. Right now, I feel like it's a lot of drill music going on too as well. Do you feel like the scene of Atlanta has changed since you started?
It definitely changed, but again, change is good. I don't have a problem with change at all.
Facts.
But it definitely has changed.
Facts. What would you say your biggest accolade thus far has been?
My biggest accolade again is that the clients that I discovered are all wealthy and doing great in life. That's my biggest accolade.
That's dope. If you can tell like a person that's watching this that wants to, own their own record label or like kind of like learn how to get into the music industry, what would some words of encouragement be to them?
Learn the business first. I would say learn the business and be passionate about whatever you decide to do.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, cool. So look, you on Vibin With Veto, right? So I wanna pick your brain really quick. So are you when it comes to music, are you more of a vibe guy or are you more of a like turned up guy? What type of vibe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's play a game, and this game is gonna be called Name the Song. So I'm gonna read out some lyrics to you, and you tell me.
I'm gonna fail this because for me, everything is about melody. I can listen. My favorite songs. I just know the melody. I can hum them, but I don't know the words. I
think you're gonna know this. I think you're gonna know this. All right, here we go, and you tell me what artist and what song this is.
Okay.
Say oh. If you tell me that it's real, girl, I can't tell you no. That's just how you making me feel. You make me want to touch your body. You're looking like $1 million bill. You might have a few that came before me, girl, but I want you to recognize the real.
I know those lyrics, but I definitely know those.
Bro,
lyrics.
You gotta know these. You gotta know these. You gotta know these, bro.
It's crazy because I definitely know the lyrics.
You know the lyrics.
I'm stuck.
You want me to tell you who it is? Jacob Latimore.
Oh wow.
Real.
Yeah.
That was his song. I was like, man, I'm gonna throw a curveball in there to see if you know this. But nah, he's one hell of an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he's amazing. Like literally everybody know that I just listen to melodies. That's what I just hum melodies. I don't know no words to no songs for real.
That's dope.
For real.
So if there are like any up and coming artists or anything like that want to catch your ear, like how can they like get music to you or anything like that, or like what?
Just reach out, Instagram, and I hit you back.
For sure. Tell the people where they can find you, big dog.
Searcy CWE, Searcy of CWE.
For sure, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, look, it's been another episode Vibin With Veto. He took his time out, his busy ass schedule to come vibe with me, and I appreciate you, big dog. Real talk.
You, man.
I'm getting a lot of game from y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on my show, vibing with me, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been another episode Vibin With Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibin With Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram, and you know the slogan: we vibrating higher, and we gone. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey man, I know y'all watching the interview and stuff like that, but I'm an artist too as well. I go by the name of Just Call Me Veto. Make sure that you tap in with all of my music, all of the content and stuff like that. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Just Call Me Veto. I got a project coming called Shit Hit Different with my boy Sauce Lord Rich. Y'all be on the lookout for that too. Let's get it.